Welcome to another episode, guys. We are going to be looking at how you can turn your striker to be as good, if not better, than Kylian, Mbappe, and Erling Haaland. So we are going to be using the in-game editor, and for this I have picked Chelsea's new striker, Nicholas Jackson. So this is how Nicholas Jackson looks. These are his stats. His current ability is at 133. Compare this with Erling Haaland. So Erling Haaland is at 185, and these are his stats. Very high finishing, very high speed, determination of the ball, and then on top of that he has all these player traits. Likes to beat offside trap, knocks ball past opponent, gets the crowd going, tries first time shots. So Jackson only likes to beat opponent repeatedly. So let's look at Kylian Mbappe. Tries tricks, cuts in from both wings, runs with ball often, and his current ability is at 188. So he's marginally better than Haaland. And in the same role as an advanced forward, he has a high finish, high first touch, dribbling is excellent, flair of the ball. His work rate isn't so good, but he's extremely fast. So we want to bring Nicholas Jackson to get him to be better than Haaland and Kylian. So we are going to be using the FM in-game editor to adjust some of these stats right here. So we're going to come to start editing, and you can do this with your own forward. So dribbling, as we want to improve his stats for the advanced forward role. So dribbling is decent, however, let's make it better. So Kylian had slightly better dribbling than Erling. So we are going to have it at 19 because Haaland was at 18. So this guy, we're going to give him 19. Finishing, Haaland had slightly better finishing at 18. So we're also going to give him 19. First touch, Kylian had 18, so we're going to give him 19. So we're going to add just one on the highest of each. Passing, Mbappe had 15, so we're going to give this guy 16. And technique, Mbappe had 17, so we're going to give this lad 18. Anticipation, Erling had 18, so we'll give this guy 19. Composure, 8. They both had 18, so we'll give this guy 19. Decision making, Kylian had 15, so we'll give this guy 16. Off the ball, they both had 18, so we'll give this guy 19. Okay, we might get a bit of a problem with the current ability, because we do not want it to go beyond 200. So work rate, 13, we'll give Erling had 13, so we'll give this guy 14. And acceleration, Kylian had 20, so we could give this guy 20. Agility, they both had 16, so we'll just give this guy 17. Okay, we balance, Erling had 17, so we'll give this one 18. Pace, let's start with stamina first. They both had 14 stamina, so let's give this guy 15, and then see if we will break the game if we give him 20. Okay, so they all fit. All the ones I was targeting to add, they all fit. So here, stop editing, because if I try and change right now to 196, it will refuse because his potential ability is lower than that. So stop editing and then come to edit player attributes, change his potential ability to 200. And then here you can change now to 196. If you do not change here, if you leave it at what it was at 136, what will happen is after a couple of weeks they'll all come back down. They'll all rebalance to 136. So okay, he's only right-footed. His preferred foot is only right foot. So to make him better than them, we need to make him be able to play with either foot. So edit player attributes, come to positions, scroll down, and then here on left foot, his right foot is already 20, so a left foot we will give him 19. We won't give him 20, give him 19, so that right is still his predominant foot. And then okay, so now preferred foot is either, and his media description is explosive striker. Okay, so one other thing I want us to do is add some more skills to his game, some more traits. So we come back to the in-game editor, edit player attributes, and then player traits. From here now there are all these traits that we can you can pick almost all of them. Okay, but there are some that if you pick like shoot from distance, you will not be able to have this look for pass rather than attempting. Okay, if you choose place shot, if you choose say place shot, it will take out shoots with power because they clash. Okay, so Erling had tries tricks. We could add, here it is, give that guy tries tricks. Nicholas Jackson, keep saying that guy. Nicholas Jackson gets a cutscene from both wings. We could give him that as well. There is this option, cut inside from both wings, so that if he finds himself in the wing, he'll run towards goal. Run with ball often, because now we've increased both his dribbling and his flair and his balance. So runs with ball often would be good. Now you see this, it's taken out runs with ball rarely because they clash. Okay, so now he has all three of Kylian's traits, and then including the original one that he had. I will not take this out because runs with ball often and likes to beat opponent repeatedly kind of go together, especially now that we may want to get his flair up to 20 though. In order for him to beat opponents repeatedly without losing the ball, we will have to add his flair. So some of these player traits seem to have influenced his recommended current ability. So that's one thing you would want to watch out for, so that he doesn't start declining some of his other attributes. Just keep an eye on that. Likes to beat offside trap is Erling Haaland's. Likes to beat offside trap. Knocks ball past opponent. That usually suits players who have incredible pace. That is a skill Haaland has. Knocks ball past opponent. Gets crowd going. There it is. Tries fast time shots. I'm worried about tries fast time shots because it's normally somewhere here. Tries fast time shots. I'm worried about this one because of his dribbling. We may not want to have this one. Tries fast time shots because he's a versatile guy. Sometimes you might want to play him on the wing. As you can see, he's also a natural right winger. So if you play him there and then have him with tries fast time shots, he could really irritate you. It could really be irritating. So be careful with that. It depends on where he plays. So now placing shot, you could add now extra to give him an edge over the other two strikers. You could add him extra like place shots. You could add likes to lob keeper, so that when he's on a one-on-one, he won't have a problem chipping the goalkeeper. If the ball goes behind him and his back is towards goal, it shouldn't be a problem for him to attempt an overhead kick. So you give him that trait. And which other one can we add? Tries 5-time shots. You could give him a plays 1-2, so that if there's a playmaker behind him, a number 10, he could play a 1-2 with him. And runs with ball, killer ball, coffee shots. So I think the rest are pretty much okay. You could choose Carl ball. It's not really necessary. You could try get into a position area. That's good. That's good. He has very high finishing, and maybe his long shot isn't that good. Yes, it's not that good. So you want him inside of the box, but it's not necessary. I would take this out, because you already have likes to beat offside trap. So likes to beat offside traps and lobs keeper is good. Dribbles past keeper. Let's see. Likes to round goalkeeper is also good, especially if he masters the beating offside trap. Then he'll have 3 options of placing the shot, rounding the goalkeeper, or chipping it over him. Okay, lobbing it over him. So, and yeah, there you go. This guy, he's now, you could change some things as well. You could maybe adjust his height, make him a little bit taller. You could go all the way to 6'11", 212 centimeters. That way he'll be very dominant in the air. His weight is okay. Or just leave height there. Maybe if you do not plan to score too many headed goals. Although it's always a good idea to have him at least 6 foot tall. Okay. With his skills of his jumping reach and his heading aren't that great, so he may not score a lot of headed goals, but he should be able to score a lot of low crosses and the whipped in crosses. And there you have it. Nicholas Jackson is now the best forward in the game, using the and he's 2-footed. So you should add his determination. Always try and make sure that your forward, if you're going to use the in-game editor, ensure the determination is always at 20. You could add aggression as well. Aggression doesn't affect the overall stats for the current ability. So you can make it 15, make it 20. If he's not a dirty player, it shouldn't be a problem for him in terms of getting yellow cards and red cards. So there you go. I would caution you against, when you're using this, be careful, because again, you could cheapen the game. You could make it too easy for yourself and lose the fun of having a fair competition. So again, this is just for fun, but use it with caution. If you've enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video.